Hey guys, it's the Scranton MMA show. This is Frank.
I'm Jess.
Oh, and I'm Tom, holding a little pink t-shirt. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit.
Yep. So last week we had a little contest. We wanted you guys to comment on our video. And to win a free rash guard, we have Scranton MMA rash guards now. So the winner of the contest is Kim Ashenfelder. Yay! So come see us. Come get your rash guard. They're awesome. I liked wearing it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
I wanted to wear it 2 days in a row, but
I like it.
can't do that.
I like it that it's lighter. You know what I mean?
It's got summer rash guard.
I know, like some people. Some of my rash guards are real thick, and some people that normally just get like regular compression shorts said it was compression rash guards. They said that it was a little thicker, but for like a grappling rash guard, it's there.
Yeah.
It's very thin.
It's like a little thicker than like a base layer,
Yeah.
but it's not so thick. Like I have some short sleeve rash guards that are like thick and they just feel heavy.
Yeah.
Even in the summer, like the sleeves are short, but I still feel warm.
Yep.
Confined.
Yeah.
So this
Super
one's-
breathable.
Yeah.
I
I like the tight like waistband at the bottom.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. So it's not,
rolling up.
you know, all sloppy.
Yeah.
Keep it all tucked in.
Yep.
It's nice. It's nice. Do we have one in here?
No.
Sad.
Well, it has a cool design.
Yeah. It has our logo and
It's got a lot of cool design elements that I completely forgot about when we went through the
ordered
whole process.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think that like fade effect or whatever, the translucency was gonna come out as good.
Yeah.
So I really dig it. I'm super happy with this design.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I like it.
I might buy a second one.
Just to have.
Yeah, because they're awesome. I don't want to wear other people's rash guards. I want to wear my rash guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do have some still in stock. I'm looking at them right now. If you want to get them soon.
They're gonna go. That's all that's left.
Yeah, that's all that's left.
Seriously?
Yeah,
How much
that's
are
all
they?
of them.
Or how much are you selling them for?
55.
55. That's not bad.
For how slick they are, I think it's good.
Yeah,
I should probably do a charge for it.
yeah, probably should have. Probably should have.
That's
But
all.
let's keep that off the podcast. Come with microphone. But yeah, so we have like other stuff on sale right now. We reduced the price on a couple things. So we have our gis, which are also cool. When we got the rash guards, I wear my rash guard and my Scranton MMA gi,
Wow,
which
that's
I just felt super swagged out.
That's how we should do the podcast.
Yeah.
It's completely NASCAR. I'm the only idiot not wearing the Scranton MMA thing right now. Uh-oh.
Boo.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. It fits really nicely. But yeah, gis are discounted. Hoodies. Do we still have cotton and performance?
Yeah, I think we have only one performance left.
I'm out of the frame a little
Uh-oh.
bit. There we go.
I'm just back.
Okay, and we have like some other cool stuff like stickers and
Yep.
we can get more cool stuff on this cool website called Threadless,
Yeah.
which is where Tommy got that sick pink shirt.
Yeah,
Fits
so-
him really well.
It's definitely cool. We did a test run. We set up a web shop, kind of like, I don't know, Cafe Press. Is that so popular?
I don't know.
What is Cafe Press?
I guess not. But so, all right, we set up a store online. It's scrantonmma.threadless.com, and there's probably 50-ish products, maybe
But
more.
it feels like a lot. Like when I shop through it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want this.
It might be more. I don't know. But like, you can get T-shirts, tank tops. You can get a bath mat. You can get a shower curtain. You can get canvas prints, water bottles. There's a lot of different products.
Yeah.
And then we can upload different designs, which is cool. So we all uploaded a lot of just our basic, look at that, Scranton MMA logos and colors, stuff like that. But what's cool is we could do now like just BJJ stuff, just judo stuff, just striking stuff, just MMA stuff. I know I have a few designs for ones I want to do, but maybe down the road we'll ask for some input.
I already got an idea for design.
Yeah.
Know what I want to do?
Just my face.
Do you ever see the cool like
Is that what you're getting?
silhouette,
That was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
so.
silhouette cartoon outline whatever? Do you remember those?
Like the Pep Boys.
I
logo?
guess, like, remember, like,
You know what I'm talking about? The
like
Pep Boy
Obama,
logos?
his, like, outline.
Okay,
Whatever
yeah.
that was.
The Hope.
Oh, it was Hope?
Yep.
Something like that. Like, how do you get your face made into something like that?
I'm sure they have like
Fiverr.
an app. I'm sure they have
Fiverr or an app. What's that one app where it makes like you take a picture and it makes it like all like cartoony mosaic? I bet that one would do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I
but
uploaded some pictures like it.
I think Facebook just does that, right?
We'll figure it out.
It probably does.
Google.
Let's look at it.
I'll ask Google.
Okay.
All right.
Google it. Did you know the first time the word Google it, like the verb to Google, was used was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, that's true.
That's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Keep coming up in our podcast.
I can't help it.
Wait, has it come back?
It definitely came up that time.
Because we were talking about stunt performing.
Oh yeah.
How's your stunt career going?
Pretty good. I was
Nice.
working on jump teeps this weekend, so
Nice.
That'll be the new movie.
yeah. But anyway, so Threadless, let's get back to that. So we're
Yeah.
going to do a contest in the comments. So first of all, go to our Threadless account, shop around, find the coolest thing, and grab the link, put it in the comments, and then we're going to randomly pick a winner, and we're going to give you $27 towards that thing. If it's, less than that, we'll just pay for it. But if it's more than $27, we'll, give you that towards it.
Yep.
Just pay the difference.
I'm gonna go on and definitely order more stuff. I think you'll like it when you're out there. So we haven't really had much kid stuff, so good way to get kid stuff.
Yeah.
Without
having to make a huge order, you can just get one thing.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And
Do they have flip flops?
I don't know if they do. That would.
I would love to have flip flops.
Yeah.
We'll check. But I ordered this shirt and then 2 tank tops. So this is like a plainish t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like it's just cottony or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's nice. Yeah, it's 100% cotton. So it's like a nice normal t-shirt. And I ordered 2 tank tops that are like tri-blend, whatever that means. But they're
soft, right?
they're like soft and comfy.
Yeah. I'm going for tri-blend.
Good for cruising. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice and chilling. But the quality's good. So we just wanted to make sure before we put it out there. So
Yeah.
all good stuff. Check it out. And any issues, just let us know. But they're kind of a big deal company, so there shouldn't be any problems. So
Cool.
I'm stoked.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So speaking of gear, I get a lot of people who ask me, at least, where they should shop for gis. Because if you go on the manufacturers' websites, they're pretty expensive. Or if you look at like I wear Control usually, Frank will wear Shoei Roll, the prices can get up there $180. They get kind of expensive, but that's our job, our livelihood, and we don't mind spending a little bit more money. But if you're new to it and you need a second gi, because we give you your first gi, if you need a second one to train in, you don't want to spend too much money, you don't want anything that's going to be too heavy or crunchy. Certain brands just won't feel good.
Definitely my first gi was crunchy.
Yeah.
It's a good way to describe it. Just
Don't get breakpoint keys.
Yeah,
Cardboard.
those are the
Don't
crunchy ones.
Don't get breakpoint keys.
Yeah.
They'll tear you up.
But there's a lot of brands out there and a lot of places where you can get them now, where it's a wholesale shop. So I like Rollmore a lot.
roll more.
Yeah, ROLL more.com. They carry a lot of 93 brand stuff, which I think right now is a good
Oh, that is a
basic.
good starting game.
Yeah, they even have a whole bunch of stuff that they call standard issue. So they have gis with no patches or anything. They're real cheap, $60. And if you go on, I just thought of this, BJJ HQ, is that
Yeah,
the?
yeah.
So once a day, I think they have something new that they discount.
Yeah,
24
yeah.
hours. So
That's a good spot for shopping. That's
So
Sale.
for rash guards, spats,
yeah,
everything.
everything.
Shorts.
Some other sites are BJJ Warehouse. Budo Videos used to be the big one when
Yeah.
we started, and I think they still have stuff, but it's not as good as back in the day. But you can
Yeah.
still shop there. Give it a shot. Yeah. But even people who are sponsored, like Steve Wilson sponsored by Gameness, They have gis. I'm sure they're nice gis. I've never worn one, but
I had a gamer ski. I liked it.
Yeah.
They make good stuff.
I don't hear any complaints. So, but yeah, any comments?
I think 93 brand's a real good one. I think when people order their first ski, they always look at the weight more.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
I'll say this, like, very rarely do you have trouble closing your gi. I would look more towards the height. So if it's one or the other, let's say you're 5'9", 180, and it's just like, oh, well, this is 5'6" to 5'8", that goes up to 175. Like, I would worry more about the length, than the weight size. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, if you're real big, of course, like, the shoulders might be a little tight, that sort of stuff. But look more towards the length rather than the weight. If you have to choose one or the other, choose length.
Because if you go for like the weight, the poundage, whatever, and then it's like too short or too long, like if something's a little too long, you can shrink it in the dryer for like a couple minutes. But if it's way too long, it's not fun. Like, I've had gis like that where I'm just like, it does not fit, and I like spent so much money on this, and like now I'm just
or if
sad about
it's too short, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Tommy's got a couple cheater gis he wears that come up to his
Black belt gi, bro. Call it the Jimmy Pedro gi.
It's up to his elbows.
Yeah, man, you gotta shove your shoulders back, get the slate. So when the ref checks are good.
Yeah.
The one tip I would give is just ask your coaches and training partners, because like all A2s are not created equal.
Yeah.
You know, like almost half the jiu-jitsu gis I've ordered, I've been like, Frank, am I this size? And he's like, no. Get this size, you know, so like, because he'll have that gi or that brand, and then it like, so.
That's a good point.
That's it. So
no, that really is, because A2 isn't a universal. It has to be this length
brand
and this
to brand
way.
is
The brand, the fabric,
Yeah.
the cut, everything.
yeah.
In judo, is it like a universal, like threes are all the same?
Close, but again, the big thing comes down to the length.
Yeah.
You know, like it's almost like the size is more like this, but the length and the sleeves.
Yeah.
And now judo companies are getting better at doing like the longs.
Yeah, that's one good
That's
thing
big
with
now.
jiu-jitsu is they do
Give me
a
those
good
long
job.
sleeves
Yeah.
so I can
At
wear
first-
my tight gi.
At first, they used to make jiu-jitsu gis like this, where now they're like, they'll make it long or
Like
they'll make it
little-
width.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It used to just be like, if you were 6'2", well, you had to be 260. You know what I mean? Like,
now they'll do like the A1 slim, the A1 husky.
Yeah.
Like, it's steps in between, and it's awesome.
Yeah, ask around.
Yeah.
Try, like, there's a gi I want to get. I don't know. I want to get it. Somebody else will. But like, I know, like Dave Main just ordered it, so I kind of want to. He
What?
told me the Origin.
oh yeah. I hear a lot of good stuff about them.
I was waiting finally for someone at the school to get one, because they're made in America.
Yeah.
And the weave's
Yeah.
supposed to be a lot different. You order the pants by like your waist,
yeah.
waist size. You know what I mean? Waist and length. So I just want to like see it and size it up.
Yeah, that's another good thing. Like, just try on someone else's gi. Like,
Yeah.
if you're shopping around and like, I think I might be like an A2 and 93 brand. Like, go find someone who wears that gi or like a close size and like judge it and ask. Like, did you shrink this or is this straight out of the bag?
Yeah.
Like, that's an important question. But you mentioned
Weaves.
Weaves are important.
Yeah.
Because if you get like judo's usually like a double weave, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like thick and heavy and you're always grabbing onto them. So for like jiu-jitsu and especially for the summer, try like a single weave, a
Pearl
gold
weave.
a
Yeah.
pearl weave,
Yeah.
checker weave. Control
Yeah,
has
Control
that.
does that now.
I don't know if it's light,
It's like a new weave.
but usually there's like the GSM too.
Yeah.
I don't know what that stands for,
The weight, how heavy it is.
but I have a 350 GSM from Control. It's like their light.
Light.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's nice.
I have some judo gis that are like 1100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, super grip fighty.
Pants are important too.
Don't grip.
If you get like thick canvas pants, like that's not for summer.
Yeah.
the like ripstop.
I'll say this though,
That's
if you
good.
get a full ripstop gi, sometimes they're a
That's
little
fun.
weird. Yeah. Some people really like it. By all means, you could get it, but it is weird. It's like canvasy, you know.
They're easy to grab too.
And hold on to.
Yeah, if you're wearing ripstop, I'm like, thank you, give me this. I can hold on to ripstop tops all day. Takira has one, and she knows. She's like, I know you're gonna be able to grip me up with this because it's just so, it's like thin, and you just grab it and you like sink into it. Whereas something a little thicker, it's like it hurts your hands a little more to hold on to.
Most pants are ripstop, but when it's
I
like
like
the
ripstop
jacket,
pants a lot.
when it's the jacket as well, it's a little weird. It's not your traditional jujitsu gi.
I have this pair of Atama ripstop pants that I just bought on their own,
Yeah.
and they're some of my favorite pants. They're so comfortable. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any questions about gis, let us know.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
So summer is upon us. We hope. It was summer for like a week, and
Yeah.
then it got cold again. But
I'm wearing
it's
a hoodie.
yeah. But I think it's supposed to be like warmer today.
You are wearing
I
that?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
Because I refuse to wear pants right now. Because I switched
Yeah.
to shorts, so it's going to be shorts till September for me.
fair enough.
yeah.
The line in the sand's been drawn.
Yeah,
That's
it has.
No,
I'll go hoodie with shorts.
Shirts and hoodies not bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
nice
very
look.
that's a very PA look. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
with shorts with hoodies. Phil Musa was talking to me about that the one day. He's like, I never saw that until I moved to Pennsylvania, and I always took it for granted. Like it's perfect for the mornings because like especially if you're gonna be out all day, like. I'll wear the hoodie because it's a little colder in the morning, but I know it's going to heat up, so I can
Yeah.
take off the hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not keeping an extra pair of shorts with me to take off my jeans and put on shorts.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
That'd be
Yeah.
middle of the street.
Yeah.
But training in the summer is a little different. As you can tell, like it gets a lot hotter in the mat room.
Yeah.
The new lights, I think, help.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
It's noticeably
Degrees
cooler.
Cooler, yeah.
Just feels it. I love them. I had no idea it'd be that much of a difference.
Yeah,
So
I
like
thought
it.
it'd just be like a very, very minor difference. I honestly, I think it's made a huge difference.
But for like, in general, like summer training, obviously the most important thing, cue the water, that worked out well,
Yeah.
is,
No,
there you go, all right, is to hydrate. And so if you want to get a little scientific about it, hydration can't be really just right before your workout, right? You got to be drinking from a gallon of water or lots of water, 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning, the day before, or just, so if you're training a few times a week, you just got to always be,
Always be drinking.
got to stay
Water.
hydrated.
Water boy.
That's going to make the biggest difference. Because if not, what's going to happen is you're going to be forced to take rounds off, go slower, cruise through the workout,
Yeah.
and you're just wasting your time, and you're wasting like valuable time to get good. So
And I think some of the best workouts where I feel the most like happy with what I did was like on a hot summer day, training hard, like it's hot and you're pushing through the heat
Yeah.
and you get a great sweat.
it's like an extra little challenge you have to overcome
Yeah.
to get good.
You just feel accomplished after that.
You know, the better shape you're in, the better you'll deal with the heat. The more you're used to the heat,
Yeah.
you'll do better with the heat. I cheated a little bit, so like even as it started getting warm, I was wearing like long sleeve, heavy rash guards, like making myself sweat more, like pushing, trying to get in better shape and just get acclimated to the heat before it came in, and
You do
maybe it
get
helps.
used to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like with the cold too, you know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
The cold's harder to train in, I think.
yeah, that's true. But like right when like fall happens, like I feel like I'm gotta put on a winter jacket, and then like February hits, it's like even way colder, and I feel like I could just walk around with like a hoodie and pants on. Like
Yeah.
that first nice week we had, it was like 40 degrees, and I was like outside shooting hoops. So
Yeah.
Warming up you know, is still important. Just because you break a sweat walking from your car to a mat, that's not your warm-up. You still need to warm up properly. Warming up properly in the heat will actually make the workout like easier or more bearable throughout it. So still warm up good, you know, stay hydrated. Those are probably just the two most important things. And then, you know, summertime you want to get good, you just gotta do it.
Yeah. I think that's
Like, don't take the hot days off. When I hear someone say that, I'm like, if the heat stopped you from training, it's cool if like it's not really your thing, but if you want to get good, you can't be missing training because it's hot.
Yeah.
You know. The other thing is once you're really going and training hard, like you're hot no matter what.
Yeah.
We sweat our faces off in January, and you sweat your face off in July. So whatever.
Yeah. I think like if you are like easing into it, I guess, and like I don't know. Sometimes I don't like going with like the sweaty people and like it just gets too hot. You know what I mean? Like if I jump into the middle of someone else's sweaty workout, I'm like, ugh, no thanks. But if I'm like
We
part
gotta get all
of that,
sweaty together.
yeah, if we're all doing
Yeah.
it together, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
You want someone to be twice as sweaty before you get going.
Yeah.
It's
Gross.
Everyone gets sweaty together and it all works out.
And it all mixed together and it's nasty, but you don't care because you're training. And it's
All in the
fun.
same boat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Eat your fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
That'll help you hydrate.
I really think just the important part is just doing it. Like years of training in this mat room has prepared me for like the hottest of places. Like the venue where they have the New York Opens and like the Nogi Pans
Gets
and
hot.
stuff. Yeah, it used to
gets
get
hot.
really hot. I think they put in a new air conditioning system like last year.
Maybe.
I feel like they did, or they were doing some kind of construction. I think that's what it was, but it used to get real bad. And like I didn't really care because I was just used to it
Yeah.
from here.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it. So we're going to talk about what motivates us to train. Because, you know, you don't want to be the person taking days off because it's a little too hot. You got to stay motivated, dedicated,
Yeah.
keep the faith, you know?
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Me first?
Yeah.
Just like
We're staring
get up
at
right
you.
at me.
We'll go down the line.
Yeah. So I think you know, I've been doing just judo now over 21 years. Martial arts probably like 25, 26, and I think it's important to realize like that it's okay for your reasons to change.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was 30, the only goal I had was to win nationals. Like that was it. So it's very short-sighted, very selfish, personal. Like that's it. And like now, to be honest, my two most important goals for training are like my long-term health, which is different because I have to fight Vito every night. And so when I was training for like nationals, if Vito started to throw me, every split second was about getting out of it. Can I post my forehead on the mat? And you can. Can I post my arm and shoulder on the mat? And you can. But then as I was like 35, 36, I would do that and like not get up so good, you know?
Yeah.
So now my long-term health is important. So I'll do hard stuff during like our like anaerobic conditioning. I'll push because I know that helps me. It makes me stronger, faster, leaner. It's all good. But safety is way more important than it used to be. Because when you're young, you're invincible. You know, that's what you think. So, but now I'm more conscious of like, this might hurt me and I'll give up a score or take the fall or whatever. No big deal. It's really minimal impact on your overall development. And also now my motivation is to like give back and give people more opportunity than I had. You know, the only reason why there's good judo in Scranton now is because we racked up miles. Like we didn't
I was
have.
pointing at you.
Yeah.
You're the reason there's good judo.
Well, all right. So me, Timmy, Maddie, like we had to drive everywhere, like because there was nothing. And then we bought mats and we started our own little private workout group, and like that's how we got good. I want to make it so like judo, jiu-jitsu, striking, like you can get great, really good, whatever like your goal is, up to a certain point. Doing a lot of it with Scranton MMA,
Yeah.
you know, we were talking about, like, is there a point where you kick someone out, or what's all that about, you know, like, that's a whole different topic of conversation. But I'm very confident, like, for judo, and judo's definitely unique, where, like, we can get someone really, really good, where they can step right into, like, the Olympic Training Center, what I say? Someone's talking about it. You know, right to, like, the national training centers, Pedro's, Moore's, New York Athletic Club, and step right in and make progress, you know. And with jiu-jitsu, who knows, we might be able to just be turning out world champs down the road.
I think so.
I think it's definitely a little different with jiu-jitsu, but I mean, back in the day, we took a 14-year-old kid and trained him right up to when he got into the UFC. Like, that's real cool, and I think we're only leaps and bounds ahead of that.
Yeah.
So I think with, like, Muay Thai, MMA, jiu-jitsu, you know, that's what I want to do. I want to help build that environment, and it's not just one instructor. It's not just, like, 2 training partners. You need
A community.
You need a lot of freaking people.
A community.
It takes a village to raise. What? How do they say that?
It takes a village to raise a kid.
That's it. That'll go on the shirt.
Child.
I think it just takes a village, right?
Takes a village. That's it. That'll go on the shirt. But yeah, you need that. So, like, that's big for me. You know, I want to help make other people as good as they want to get. And, like, so obviously a lot of people don't want to be Olympians. They just want to get healthy, strong, learn self-defense, have fun, learn some cool ninja stuff. So, like, I want to let them be able to do that right in lovely Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. There are beautiful parts. A lot of people like to
There is, oh man.
crap on Scranton, but there's some nice parts.
You can make Scranton as nice as you want it to be.
Yeah,
That's what I love
don't be
about
negative.
it. You know,
Yeah.
Don't negative.
you have the best training center. What else do you need?
Yeah,
Right, we got
right?
mats, we got a cage. Life's good.
Yeah.
You know how many schools in, like, Philly and New York don't have that, and they're like $400 a month. And it's a little mat and traffic and parking. Since I don't got time for that.
No.
I don't like traffic.
No, I hate traffic. So glad I deal with Scranton traffic. And
Yeah, that's like even
There's no
81 traffic isn't bad compared to, like,
it's not real traffic.
if you
Trying
ever
to
tried
get across the Hudson River
Yeah.
to get into New York, and you're
if
like, well,
you ever try to go through,
the tunnel.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like,
We're going to Philly.
yeah,
Uh,
right when you get off the turnpike.
the 76 nightmare.
Yes. That's the worst.
And
I
there's
think-
no good time to beat it. Like,
No, it's
There-
2 lanes into a major
it's
city.
weird.
Yeah.
I know when we'd go on Saturdays, you have to be like way early, and there's like this window where if you're too early, you
Good
got it.
morning work traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're too late, it was just
Tourist traffic.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was terrible.
So it's motivating you to train, Sensei.
So not only does teaching help motivate me, right? I don't want to like say the same stuff, but also like to me, what motivates me a lot when it comes to my personal training is I like figuring out new stuff. I like not so much like I do enjoy the physical aspect of what we do, but I enjoy the mental aspect of what we do. And like it's very cliche when people are like, "Oh, jujitsu's like chess," but it really is.
It
It's
really
like
is.
like
People
Like-
won't get that till they
Yeah.
start doing it. Once you get like 3 rolls in, you're like, oh,
I get
it's
it now.
not, you know, like I joke like, because it's funny now, but there's plenty of people in jiu-jitsu, you look at and like, I should be able to beat you up.
yeah,
Except that you're better at jiu-jitsu than me, so like,
Yeah.
it's not really gonna happen. You know, like, because it comes down to the mental side of it.
Yeah.
You know?
and that's honestly what motivates me the most for training. It's just trying to figure out something new, or trying to like think of maybe a new position to play around with, or a new attack
There's
or
like always something
defense.
new.
Yeah, and that's what like I hate when things start getting stale. Like even like if you look at outside of martial arts, like when you play like, and there's like a few things that I could relate the most to, is one of them being video games. If they don't like do something new with the video game, and it's just the same thing, like it's fun to play for a little bit, but I'm not the type that I could play one video game unchanged forever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like some people could play like Super Mario Bros. 3 every day, all day for the rest of their life, and that's just not. That's not what I get out of like.
It's like, well, how many people come here and we're like, what brought you in? Like, why do you want to train? They're like, I'm bored of the gym.
Yeah.
I don't want to ride the bike anymore. I don't want to go on the treadmill anymore. I'm like, oh, you're going to love martial arts because it can be different.
And especially
Always.
because I do jujitsu the most, so I can speak about that the most. Especially jujitsu, there's always something new.
Yeah.
Always something new. I've been training for 11 years, and I haven't stopped learning. Like as much as I learned day one is as much as I learned today. You know, like it truly is like something that's
It's
just
like the ever expanding
Yeah.
universe of jiu-jitsu.
it really is. It's mind blowing, and that's sometimes that could get frustrating
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
people, but
'cause you can't learn it all.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
I
learn
like
it all.
that. You know,
Yeah.
I really do.
But then you know, like there's always something to do, always something
Yeah.
to learn. Like you're never gonna get bored.
That's my favorite part of jiu-jitsu.
Like if you're getting bored, then you are
You're-
closed
yeah.
book.
Yeah, do something else.
Yeah.
You're not expanding.
Even think
your
of,
own
like,
training.
If you only do like 3 moves, like try doing those same 3 moves, just gi, and then take the gi off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or to
It's
like
like-
different body types.
Yeah.
Do it with different people.
But then you realize there's like 3,000 moves, 3,000 transitions. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's I was gonna say that's my favorite part of jiu-jitsu when I compare it to judo, because like I got into jiu-jitsu when I was like good at judo, but I was very competitive. So I was only doing 3 judo moves for 10, 15 plus years, and so like yeah, you run into that Mario Kart
No.
issue. Where jiu-jitsu, since I didn't want to be like, did I say that right?
Some people say like Mario.
Yeah.
I
How
don't
did I
know.
say it?
You
say
said
like
Mario. Some
Okay.
people say Mario. I always call him Mario.
Mario Kart. Sorry. Go ahead.
Guys,
What
yeah.
originally motivated me to train martial arts, by the way, was people making fun of my speech. The
Yeah.
number one reason I got into karate in like
Oops.
what the 90s or whatever was because I moved from Queens, New York to upstate New York, and to say I talked different was an understatement, and I was like a ripe target for bullies. So learned a little of that Tang Sudo stuff, and well, that kind of fixed the whole bully problem.
There you go.
Kind of made a whole different problem.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like jiu-jitsu not being like as competitive focused, just wanting to learn it, wanting to get good at stuff, you can like one day do whatever, guard, one day you could do mount, and you just like can play like there's so much to learn. There's
Yeah.
so much to learn. I can't even
I feel
grasp
like-
how much I have to get better at. You
Yeah.
probably know how much I have to get better. It's a lot. But it's so much, that's why I love it. That's why I love it. Yeah.
And it's like scary to try new things. Like I know what I'm good at, and then there's the points where like I learned something new and I want to start using it in training. So you know, like how you kind of pick a thing and you start trying to use it all the time, and it shouldn't work right away 'cause
Yeah.
it's still new to you. But that's scary to like
Yeah.
go up to somebody and like they're gonna try to go ham with you because
Yeah.
like just that's what people do, and you're using a thing that you are bad at.
You're a white belt at, you know what I
You're
mean?
gonna lose, and it's like scary for my ego to
Yeah.
think like I am gonna lose if I use this. And sometimes it's easier to like revert back, but I think that's where you like start to build like strength as a martial artist, is to like kind of put your ego aside, and that's like super hard for me. Like I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
you have to put it aside and just like try the new
In-
stuff and fail at it.
In judo, that's real hard for me. I'll force it now, but it's just not a thing. In jiu-jitsu, it's way easier because it's like jiu-jitsu is like my other and fun thing. I'm not as competitive, when I do it. So like I can roll with like other people, and like for me, like I can try playing in guard and open guard and half guard, things that I'm terrible at compared to like other things.
To read like.
That's how you say it?
I don't
I'll start making sure I say it like that now too. But like, I'll play and get beat and not care as much. versus like in judo, you know, I fight harder.
Yeah.
I fight more my game, like consistently. Where in jiu-jitsu I'll play, you know, like we were doing De La Riva stuff, and I'm like, I'm not a purple belt in that guard. Like, not at all. Like, just showing sweeps and transitions, and I'm like, felt like a white belt in the class.
Yeah.
But then, like, I, like, grab people, I'm like, oh, I could set this guard up now. And I tried, I'm like, wow, this is weird, and I'm bad at it. So, you know, it kind of can let it be fun.
It's such an interesting concept because, like, most things you do, stuff at least translates over, and things do get easier to learn faster, but, like...
Yeah, they do.
Jiu-jitsu, though, like, you know what I mean? It just, a lot of this stuff doesn't, like... You can learn something and be terrible at it, and you've spent your whole life doing jiu-jitsu, and like something new comes along, and you have to like relearn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not all like there's some like understand like basic, I guess, principles and stuff when it comes to jiu-jitsu, but other things like look at the 50-50 guard. I think that's why a lot of people were upset by it when it first started becoming popular. It's because it didn't like follow the rules of jiu-jitsu, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was just such a unique thing, and I think like
You know what?
I don't know.
There are certain things that I see, and I'm just like, that goes against everything I've
Yeah.
ever learned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I inherently just don't like it. And I think to myself, I'll never try that. But the reality is I should.
Yeah.
If someone's doing it and like teaching it, and it made it to YouTube and it's viral on Facebook, and I'm seeing it because people are sharing it, even if I don't like it,
Get some
I
exposure
should
to it.
still, learn it at least.
Because that was such a big thing with 50-50. Some people just...
Yeah. Hate
Like,
it.
the name 50-50 is actually like oxymoronic when you compare it to the guys that are good at it.
Yeah.
Because if someone's good at 50-50 and you're not,
It's like
isn't
90-10,
It's
yeah.
not even
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
to 50-50. You're like, what do I do? Oh, roll this way. No, roll that way. No, like, so like guys who spent a bulk of their time when that first came out, they were 90-10.
Yeah.
Not 50,
Yeah.
and they like learned how to push it to get there. So yeah, it took some people off, I think.
Yeah.
So Sensei, what motivates you for training?
I think like climbing the ladder, climbing the ladder with my claw hands, just getting better like inch by inch, and like there are like weeks and months of time where I'm just like, I suck, I'm not getting better, but then I have these days once in a while, and like there's no like prior circumstances, like I can't tell you when I'm gonna have one of these days, but once in a while I have a day that like all of my rolls I'm just like on fire, a step ahead, doing stuff that maybe like I would see in like a jiu-jitsu highlight reel. Not that I'm like super good or anything, but just saying like I feel like I respond really well to like what people are doing, and it's just like, you know, once in a while I have like a really good day like that, and I feel like those days are what keep me going.
Yeah.
Because I just had a day last week where I was like, I suck, everyone's better than me, but I'm, you know, still looking out for that day where I'm just like a black belt
Smash
world
everybody.
champ. Yeah. And like sometimes I'm just like, man, I wish I had that on camera, because I'll be like passing a guard and I'll do like the crazy like step over thing, and I don't know how I did that. Like I just wasn't thinking, I was just going, and like my body just did it. Whereas like other days I'm just like, I have to like really like trudge through and think about things, and then like I'm a little too slow and I might get caught. And yeah, like I'm learning and I'm like improving from there, but I don't see it as well as if like I'm having one of those just super good days.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I am with like everything. I like to see progress.
Like linear progress.
Yeah, like
which
even
doesn't
like
always
with-
flow in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even with like work and one of the things I like when I'm cutting weight, I like seeing that little like 0.2
Yeah.
come off the scale every day. Like that is like, that motivates me to continue the weight cut. Like it's really hard for me to just like put the chips down. I love snacks. Frank can tell you, like I love to
She
snack and I
does.
love to eat.
She does.
But if I, like the thing that finally gets me to commit to cutting weight is like, okay, I'm signed up for a tournament, I have 4 weeks to do this. And then when I start like getting my diet right and like training hard and like the weight starts coming off little by little, like seeing those little victories is what keeps me going. So same with jiu-jitsu. Like if I am able to like one-up somebody in a way that I haven't been able to do, then like that's what keeps me going. Little progress.
So guys, comment what motivates you to train.
Yeah.
I would be very interested to hear
Yeah.
that. Maybe some
Sometimes-
of it's what we say, but maybe you guys got your own little thing.
Because hearing what motivates others can motivate you too. You know?
Especially us as like instructors, like, you know. So one thing I am not a fan of, me and you were almost talking about something similar before, was I don't really like when someone's like, I want to be world champ. Because 9 times out of 10, the people that say that, they don't come because it's hot.
Yeah.
You know, they're not.
My favorite people are the ones who come in, they're just like, yeah, I'll try this.
Yeah.
Like, Brendan, shout out Brendan, like, he just kind of came in, like, Steve Ferragamo had to, like, basically make him train. And now Brendan's, like, when he's around, he's one of my best training partners. Like, really
He's in H-Town now.
yeah, we miss you, Brendan. But
Go
those
Yankees.
those are the best people. You just come in, no expectations.
No, I like the guys who come in like, I want to compete, I want to get good, and then actually train like 5-6 days a week.
If they actually train, yeah,
and do
great.
it. But you know, I definitely think it's cool that people that like they just want to learn the cool aspects of jiu-jitsu. Like, cool, like, because that's not what got me into it, but now I really like that. So it's like interesting to, you know. And then as a coach, the more you know what your students want, the easier it is to help them.
Yeah.
You know, like, so,
Like,
yeah,
if you
let us
want to
know.
be a world champ and like you actually want to train for it, like, let's go, let's do it. I'll help. Yeah,
But yeah, let us know.
yeah. I'm excited to hear.
Cool.
We're at the 40-minute mark, guys.
Oh my god.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on Threadless, find a thing you like, post the link in the comments, and we'll randomly pick a winner for you to win that thing. And we'll buy it for
Sounds
you.
good.
Yeah.
We should have like a closeout tag.
Oh,
We need an outro.
Yeah.
what episode is this? Like 14, 15?
I don't know.
If you can think of a good closing tag,
How should we move?
let us
Comment.
know. Matt's good at this stuff. He would
Yeah.
have something.
Maybe
I'm-
if we didn't just think about it while we're trying to
Yeah.
film
Yes.
this. Yeah. All right. We'll come back. We'll hit you up with a good one next episode. You'll see.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Leave us some comments. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Frank
See ya.
out.
Out.
Bye.